welcome again to one of our fabulous episodes of Epoxy Training Center. Here we're in South Florida today at Epoxy Training Center, which is 2200 Northwest 32nd Street in lovely Pompano Beach in the land of juice and honey. Anyways, we've got our great class here that's just finished up. They've done their 3-day training seminar, and we've prepared a table here, one of our conference tables, that we're going to be doing a silver metallic, it's going to be white, and it's also going to be mocha. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the mixing station right now, and some of our students that are here have agreed to help us out, and we're going to show you exactly how easy this is to do. If you're a do-it-yourselfer and you're at home, you want to learn how to do some countertops, you want to do some tables, you want to build some resin product, we're going to show you how you do that today. So come on over to us. Thank you.
So you got another A, even though this container.
So what we're using today is we're using our Xtreme polishing systems, our regular Part A, Part B 3-gallon kit. It's the ECTR kit, and we're mixing it 2 parts A to 1 part B. Okay, so the ounces that we've selected, because the silver is going to be the strongest color here, we're going to use the least amount of that into our mix. So what Robert has done here is he's broken down in ounces. Okay, the mocha metallic is we're going to be putting 96 ounces of Part A and 48 ounces of Part B, which is going to be a little bit more than a gallon. A gallon is 128 ounces, okay? So this is probably about a gallon and a fifth, okay? The ice pearl, we're going to be putting 64 ounces and 32 ounces of B, making it 96 ounces, which is about 3/4 of a gallon. So right now we have about 2 gallons right here in these two. And then our accent silver metallic is going to be just 24 ounces, okay, which is about two cans of 12-ounce Pabst Blue Ribbon, okay? Or juice and a half in juice terminology, okay? So we have 24 ounces of that. So we're going to be applying about 2 1/5 gallons onto this tabletop. We've already put down our primer coat. We use probably about maybe a 1/2 gallon. Even less than a 1/2 gallon of that. Okay, so you could do this with 1 3-gallon kit. A 3-gallon kit will cost you $150 plus your pigment colors that you're going to pay additional for that. So you're going to probably be doing for about $200 in materials. So right now we have Adam that's pouring his Part A, and he's making up how many ounces here. As we recommend everybody to work with gloves because the resin does get sticky. And you want to make sure that you wrap the cloth around the bucket so that you can make sure you keep the bucket nice and clean, neat, no spillage. Has joined us. She actually saw me on YouTube last week, right? And you called up our 800 number that's right down on the bottom of the screen. So if you are thinking about getting into this as a business, if you're thinking about doing maybe a project at your house, I strongly suggest you come down for the 3-day class. It's a $900 class. She hopped on the plane, literally talked to somebody on Sunday, and got here. She didn't make the first day, but she came for Tuesday and Wednesday, and you found it to be quite informative. Mm-hmm. I said, how many ounces are you pouring here?
64.
64 ounces.
This is for the ice pearl.
This is the Part A of the ice pearl. So it's 64 ounces. Does it look good?
Yep.
Adam says you're right on.
And we need more on this one?
So now they're going to be pouring the A part, which is going to be 16 ounces for the silver metallic.
Perfect.
Now Tamara comes from Jamaica.
She has great form.
Yeah, she did it very good. Well, listen, she's a resin artist. You're a resin artist.
Wood and resin.
Wood and resin out of Jamaica. So you want to give your website to the people out there so they can come and see what you do?
Sure. It's Mara, M-A-R-A, madedesigns.com.
MaraMadeDesigns.com. So you can go and you can see what she does. She makes some really cool stuff. And she's very excited about making this table here that we're going to make today. Here. Adam is from Canada. He's from the BC area, from British Columbia, up by, was it Cologne?
Yeah, pretty much. About 6 hours north of Vancouver.
Okay, so how many hours did it take for you to fly here?
I think total time on the plane was 10, but due to travel and flying and swimming and all that other good shit, it was 18 or so hours.
So you went to a great extent to get here.
For the most part,
right?
Yeah.
would you say it was worth the travel time to get here?
Absolutely. I've done a lot of different training from roofing to construction, and this was by far the most informational in 3 days. We learned a lot, we touched a lot, we played with a lot. It was good.
Good, good. So you give us like
100% for sure.
an A.
Yeah,
A
there was no
plus.
amount of money that I would have spent to come down here for sure.
Awesome. Well, that's great. Okay, well, we were glad to have you and glad you came all that way too. Anyway, so you're going to be putting the pigments in. He's the pigment man, okay? So every day, when you're on a job site, if you're doing a floor, if you're doing anything, you got to pay close attention to the mixing station. This is where mistakes are made. You want to make sure you're 2 parts A, 1 part B exactly. You don't want to be ounces over or ounces under, okay? So we're going to mix right now and go into that piece right there, correct? This mocha's going to be our main color, right? So mocha's going to go in the big one. You want to pour that right now? And hand mix those? You're going to hand stir it. Stir it for a good minute, okay?
So wicked. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Jeez.
And make sure it's getting really good mixture, okay? You got enough in there? Pints. You got some nice color there.
As long as you don't see the stick, right?
You good on both of those, and you're doing the silver, right? Okay, and what we're going to do now is we're going to be pouring the B into the A, and we're going to mix it up for approximately a minute. So we're going to measure out the B right now.
Okay, you guys are ready for this?
So you guys have to measure out the B's. So you're going to measure out 8 ounces for this one. You're going to measure out 32 ounces for this one, and you're going to measure out 48 ounces for this one. Okay, this is his 3rd day.
I'm brand new. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. These people are teaching me a lot. All right, so let's mix out some, because once you're working with a lot of different colors and you have multiple levels, it gets a little confusing. So we'll measure out, mark it exactly what it is, B, and this is going to be for the ice pearl. Can't make any mistakes. So I'm going to turn my bucket around. Hopefully I'll be able to do this as a quick pour, up to 32 ounces.
Beautiful. How many ounces is that?
That was 32.
Okay, so that goes into our friend Adam from Canada.
We need 48 ounces for this pour.
Yep, 48 for Adam from Florida. Actually, originally from Wisconsin, so he is a cheesehead like me.
So we got 48 ounces. We're going to go
All
for
right.
that, and we should be able to have 8 ounces for our silver pearl, our silver metallic. Excuse me.
A little more, a little bit. Perfect. Okay, so we have 8 ounces here.
We're
for a
going to
little
do
bit
this
of-
as a dirty pour,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, I
So
agree.
a dirty pour, after we mix all of our colors, we're going to combine them into a container in layers and then pour from this bucket. We're not going to stir the multiple colors. We're just going to add them all into one bucket. Then we're going to pour these out on the table. We have a large volume of liquid, far exceeding that tabletop, but we need a volume that's going to cover the edges, and then we're not going to manipulate it with a squeegee or a magic trowel. We're going to just let it flow, and then if anything, we'll do some decoration with a hair dryer. We're actually going to blow it around and actually create some really nice effects. So we'll use multiple buckets to create our ultimate pour bucket. So now,
It's independently stirred,
yep, scrape out
and we're
your
going to
bees.
stir it for about 90 seconds.
Oh, look at that. It's so pretty. Jeez.
All right, good. Got all the goodness out of the bee bucket. We'll get these out of the way. You can put that one.
And make sure that while you're stirring that you're hitting the sides and you're stirring up all the bottom, so there's no clumping of any of the pigment.
So you're gonna essentially take a third, 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 and a third, a third, a third.
There you go.
So just put them on the table. Just leave them on the table, separate them. That's fine. So about a third.
So we're putting in approximately 33 ounces.
Now,
Do we want to mix up on the order?
yeah, we're gonna mix them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Christy, or excuse me, Tamara, take some silver.
Silver.
We're using
Careful.
regular pure epoxy. So I'll put a little. You can put a little more. And put some silver. Okay, so let's for the moment just stop right there. Put some in there. You want to put a little more? We'll use that as, no, do
Yeah.
the third bucket. No, because then it's too
Yeah.
much.
Okay.
Okay, put some in. Put some in. Go ahead. Tamara, put some in. You can put some in.
That one?
Yep. It's a little messy, but okay.
They call it dirty pour.
Dirty.
Dirty.
Dirty pour. All right, put some, mix some more in there.
Seriously.
People are wackos. Come on down to Pompano Beach, learn epoxy coatings. Go ahead, you can put more. Too much.
Can we save some of this? Just to
Save.
sprinkle on?
Yeah, we can. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Or the
it
white.
creates a different effect to pour that straight because it's no longer blended. So
Right, because we're not
it's
going to
o-
use anything to manipulate it.
So let's just use it all.
Dirty, let's go
Okay.
dirty.
Go dirty.
Go dirty all the way.
So how do they look? We need
Dirty
more in this
all the
bucket.
way.
A little more. Good. Dirty it up. Okay, how do they look? I think we need a little bit more here. How do they look? About a third, a third, a third?
They're looking pretty
Too.
good.
They're going to
maybe
be
a little
poured
more there.
differently.
This one's a
so
little
they're
light
gonna
on this
look
side.
Light on that side. Go ahead. All right. Go ahead and put a little more.
different. Killing me with waste.
Killing me softly. I'm just pouring stuff in there. Okay, how do we look?
Pour some in here.
Well, more in
All the
there.
way, go all the way.
Oh, dump it.
Go all the way.
Like you mean it?
There you go.
Like you mean it. Come on down. Ready? No stirring in these buckets. We're strictly going to take these, pour them out on the table, cover every square inch with them. So you guys,
All right, so ready?
You guys can take them over.
All the newbies.
All the newbies.
Wait.
You guys just wait. We're going live.
So
We know
what's
attention
the
to the
plan for
chemical
me?
that's setting off in the.
Where am I? This way?
No, you're just whatever way works. But you three out. Go ahead, guys. Just pour it out. Just go ahead. You're going to cover the table with this. All of that's got to cover the whole entire table. Remember, we have really thick coverage. This is a very subtle look. This is mocha, ice pearl, and silver, all metallic. It's a very subtle look, but it's going to look really nice when we start to move it around. So keep pouring. It's got to get over the edges. I think we're going to actually get everything out. Now, folks, you got 40 minutes to work with this product, okay? This is regular pure epoxy, so you have 40 working minutes with it. You don't want to try and do this with a fast cure, because you got to manipulate it. Fast cure is going to set up in about 20 minutes. This will still continue to flow, because it takes 8 to 10 hours to dry, but it's going to continue to flow for those 8 to 10 hours. Nice. No ice. Beautiful, right? Around and manipulating with the hair dryer, the metallics are starting to separate, really blend together, and this is beautiful. I hope you can see that on the camera, because we've got a really good color selection. This is mocha, ice pearl, and silver. The blow dryer is starting to break them up, create a lot of movement. And it takes a little bit of patience. You could mix more material, but remember, we've got 2 gallons worth of product here for 32 square feet. So there's a lot of material to move around. It takes a little bit of patience. Ice pearl. For edging, yes, we'll go around the edges. And then we're going to do one more thing. We're going to take the torch and we're going to hit it with the torch. Really nice. Now you guys see it just dripping off, so that's nice. We got all the edges covered. Right, let's look at the edges. Nice. One more step. We just finished pouring our material over the top. We manipulated it only with a dryer. We had it on a hot setting, so it was heated up. And that creates the movement in the table. We're going to do one more thing. We're going to just take a torch and we're going to run across the table, and this will help pop any of the bubbles that got trapped when we were mixing. We didn't use a drill, we only did a stick, and that helps with reducing the bubbles, and bubbles are bad for epoxy. So we'll take the torch and we'll start in one corner It's not something you're going to probably see on camera, but it's very effective for the finished piece. We just want to get it hot, warm it up, break those bubbles, allow them to come out. We're not using the torch to move the material. I'll come around the other side and work that side of the table as well. We didn't put any xylene, we haven't used denatured alcohol. This is straight out dirty pour with 3 colors. We manipulated it only with the dryer, and we're bursting the bubbles that may be present with a torch.
3 days of training and wow.
Right, so you guys realize that it's pretty easy to do, right?
Very easy.
Not that hard. Whenever you talk to somebody on the tunnel, it's a perfect base because you can put in your chairs.
Yeah.
Your leg's not going to hit anything.
We'll get rid of all of that.
If you wanted to put a piece of vinyl on there, again, you have seen what you can do with just some clear resin, pigments, and a little bit of craziness going on upstairs. You can make some beautiful artwork. Thank you very much to everybody that participated in this conference table that we've made here today. If you guys have interest in purchasing this product, go to our website down below, and you can go to xtremepolishingsystems.com. It's 100% money back guarantee if you purchase anything on site. You'll be very happy. You have my phone number down. If you have any questions about the product, give us a call. We'll be more than happy to guide you in the right direction. Like us on Facebook. Go to Facebook at Xtreme Polishing Systems and give us a like. That'd be great. Other than that, thanks again for joining us. And sign up for Polished Concrete University so you can meet that man directly.
I'll teach you how to do this firsthand. We go through a lot of information. Polished concrete training is a 5-day class. We've got epoxy training is a 3-day class. We'd love to have you here. Thanks very much.